Greetings and good day. This is Sir I Shat on you here, and I'm going to be talking to you about weight control, gain, and loss. Now, I'm doing this because I've noticed there's a lot of questions regarding this, and there's been a lot of interest in this in my earlier video. Now, I'm out here at what I call the candy cabin. I obviously call this because, as you see, there is candy in the drawer. Now, there is candy in other cabins, but in order to qualify as a cabin for cabin farming, in my criteria, it must contain 2 pieces of jewelry plus useful supplies. And if you'd like, hit subscribe. Later on, I will be uploading a list of different cabins with different useful supplies. So when you need to resupply whatever it is you need, you can simply go to the appropriate cabin, get your supplies, and a small amount of cash while you're at it. You now see I am a much higher level. It's been much farther in the game, and I still have perfect weight. Now, I have also noticed many of you question, as you see red numbers, white numbers, they go up, they go down. After much testing, I have gone to severe starving, to severe overweight, just to see how these numbers work. And yes, they do fluctuate within each weight category, depending on the duration you've been in that category, or how close you are to the next category. Those numbers can fluctuate without you seeing an actual change. But as you see, I have been perfect weight now long enough that I have came to a complete 0-0. It is up to you on how you want to do your weight, because as you gain more weight, you will be able to take more damage, but you also will lose your stamina quicker. As you go underweight, you will tend to have a small amount more stamina, but you will also take more damage. And the percentage and ratios is not that great or good. You will be giving up a lot of stamina for a small amount of damage absorption, or a lot of damage absorption for a small amount of stamina. Though it is up to you. Maybe you just don't run. You don't like to run. Though I would not suggest going underweight. So, in order for us to understand weight loss and weight gain so that we can achieve our ideal weights, let us look at how the game understands food. First off, as you look at any piece of food, it tells you it will restore your cores, all of your cores, some of your cores. Now, this is kind of about how much food you are actually consuming. Big game obviously fills the most. Cooked venison, a medium amount. Small things like biscuits and candy, a very little amount. But what the game doesn't mention is their fat content, or more so what it seems to recognize as fat, which is sugars. So obviously canned fruit has a fair amount of sugar in it, as does candy and chocolate. Now, if we're trying to gain weight, what we need to do is we're going to need to fill our cores and then fill fats. Because first of all, any food you eat when you are filling your cores doesn't actually fill your body mass, it just sustains you. Eating food after you have filled your cores will actually gain body mass. So, in order to gain maximum body mass, we obviously want to fill our cores with just whatever cheap food we can find, and then eat the most fattening foods we can find, and that will maximize how much weight we can gain. On that same note, if you're trying to lose weight, it's very easy. Just stop eating. If your core isn't filled, it's going to be dropping in weight. The more you run, that would cause your core to drop. Obviously, that will cause your weight to go down if you don't have the core. Second note, if you want to do this extra quick, find a friend or an enemy, and you guys can just kill each other, because every time you die, it does speed up the metabolism so that you will lose that weight quicker. Now, as I've seen, some people have mentioned you can just, yes, eat big game with herbs infused into it. And this is because that is a full meal. And if you're doing this 3 times a day, you are fully filling your belly and you will be gaining weight. But acquiring that much meat can be very time consuming. On the same note, if you do want to acquire that much big game meat, check out the video I will be uploading in the next day or two, how to be a boss. It will describe in-depth, quick and easy ways to make money and rank, and even a nice spot where you can get plenty of big game, herbs to infuse into the game, tinctures for your drinking, and then even a fire to cook that meat quick and easily. So hit subscribe and check that out. But as far as this goes, I hope that covers it. I hope you now understand your weight loss and weight gain. Just remember, you're gonna want to fill up your core with cheap stuff and then use something that has very little core filling and a lot of fat to gain maximum weight, because that way you can eat more of it. When your body will no longer take weight, you will hear a small ding. That means there's no more point in eating. You've filled your core.